Let's transition to week 13. Week 13. I almost said week 12. Week 13 wise picks. Let's get right to my wise picks. If you're a gambling man or woman and you want to gamble and put some tickets in for week 13, come and listen to Wise Guys Sports featuring Tre Larkins. I'm going to get you right. I'm going to get you right, ladies and gentlemen. Come on here and listen to my wise picks for week 13. Let's get to it. It's a matchup, a battle in the Bay between Tua Tagovailoa and Jimmy Garoppolo. I am so excited for this matchup. The 49ers have one of the best defenses in the NFL. We know how great Tua has been so far this season. The Dolphins have not lost a game where Tua Tagovailoa has started and finished at no point this season. They did lose that game that he started against the Bengals, but he left that game with his concussion, and they averaged 28 points per game. Tua's QBR is 80.1. Tua has 19 touchdowns to 3 interceptions for the season. We know how dynamic that Dolphins offense is. Like, that Dolphins offense is elite. I mean, you look at Jalen Waddle, he got 56 receptions, 963 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, who I believe is an MVP candidate, 87 receptions, 1,233 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns for the season. They got a dynamic duo at receiver. But I believe that the 49ers are going to beat the Dolphins in the Bay this weekend. I'm going 49ers 24, Dolphins 21. Another underrated matchup this weekend in week 13. We got the Titans at Eagles. The Eagles are favored by 4.5 points. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff at Lincoln Financial Field. The over-under for this game is 44.5 points. I think that the Eagles are the better football team. I believe in Jalen Hurts more than I believe in Ryan Tannehill. And this is a revenge game for the Titans because they did trade away their former star receiver in A.J. Brown. But A.J. Brown is now shining for the Philadelphia Eagles. I believe that the Eagles take care of business against the Titans. I'm going Eagles 27, Titans 17. Jaguars are favored by 1 point in Detroit against the Lions, who they're having an average season for their standards. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. I think that Trevor Lawrence is better than Jared Goff is. I like the performance that the Jaguars put on last week against the Ravens. They overcame a 9-point deficit in the fourth quarter. I'm going Jaguars 27, Lions 26. I think it's going to be close in Detroit. Deshaun Watson is returning back for the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are favored by 7 points in Houston. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. The over-under for this game is 47 points. This game is going to be much closer than people anticipate. I believe that the Texans are going to be up for this game, but I do believe that the Browns outlast the Texans. I'm going Browns 21, Texans 20. I think it's going to be close. I think they're going to be up for this game. This is like the Texans Super Bowl going up against their former quarterback. This is a great matchup as well. It's the Jets at the Vikings. The Vikings are favored by 3 points. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff in Minnesota. The over-under for this game is 44.5 points. I believe that the Jets upset the Vikings in Minnesota. I believe in that Jets defense more than I believe in Kirk Cousins. I'm going Jets 20, Vikings 17. This is my week 13 upset pick of the week. Jets over the Vikings 20-17. The Steelers, who are favored by 1 point in Atlanta against the Falcons. It's 1 o'clock kickoff. The over-under for this game is 42.0. I think that this game is meaningless. I don't really care about neither one of these two teams. I'm going to roll with the Falcons to beat the Steelers in Atlanta. I'm going Falcons 20, Steelers 13. It's the Broncos in Baltimore against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are favored by 8.5 points. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff in Baltimore. The over-under for this game is 39.5 points. The Broncos are having a terrible season. Lamar Jackson is playing better than Russell Wilson is. I think the Ravens have a bounce back performance against the Broncos. I'm rolling with the Ravens to beat the Broncos in Baltimore. I'll go Lamar Jackson 30, Russell Wilson 17. NFC East battle. Commanders favored by 2.5 points in New York to take on the Giants. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. The over-under for this game is 40.5. I don't believe in Daniel Jones. I don't believe in the New York Giants at all. I'm rolling with the Commanders to beat the Giants in New York. I'm going Commanders 24, Giants 17. Seahawks favored by 7 points in LA against the Rams. It's a 4:05 kickoff. The over-under for this game is 41.0. The Seahawks are a much more complete football team than the Rams are. They're playing better football overall. They are in the thick of the NFC wildcard race. I'm going Seahawks 21, Rams 13. Chargers at Raiders in AFC West battle. Herbert versus Derek Carr. The Raiders are favored by 0.5 point. It's a 4:25 kickoff in Las Vegas. The over-under for this game is 50.5. This is a must-win for the Chargers if they want to be considered a playoff team in the AFC, if they want to stay on pace to make the playoffs and stay in contention with the other teams in the AFC. They got to beat teams like the Raiders. I'm going Justin Herbert, 28, Derek Carr, 21. Colts, Cowboys. It's a Sunday night matchup on NBC. It's going to start at 8:20. The Cowboys are favored by 10.5 points. The over-under for this game is 44.5 points. The Cowboys are the better football team. Colts coming off a tough loss to the Steelers on Monday Night Football. I'm going Cowboys 28, Colts 17. Moving on to the NFC South. Saints at Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are favored by 3.5 points. It's an 8:15 kickoff. The over-under for this game is 40.5. This is the Monday night matchup in Tampa. The Bucs are better than the Saints are this year. I'm going to roll with Tom Brady to beat the Saints in Tampa. I'll go Bucs 24, Saints 17, even though the Saints always play the Buccaneers tough. Everybody